This is a tutorial on how to desprue these prints. My vans all print the same. You've got supports on the bottom. On the inside you've got supports for the sides, and the ones on the inside the walls are to keep the print from flapping around when it's printing. So it gives you nice clean side. So I'll quickly go over this. I've already declipped, desprued this side and this end. So I'll do this side, this end, and then I'll show you how I do the rest here. Hopefully I can do it all on camera. So when I'm nipping these away, I'm not right up against the model. I'm just down a hair on the support, just a hair. It's going to go around the bottom one at a time. I'm doing. It's a bit tedious, but I've from a few years of making prints like this, the amount of supports I'm using is a necessary evil. It gives you a nice clean rendering when it prints. Again, I wear an Optivisor, and if I bump the camera, I'm sorry. I tend to work a whole lot closer to my Optivisor than what I have to do to get this on video. All right. Oh, just for reference, this is an as-delivered second order steel and cupola. So I got all the supports from underneath the body clips. And what I'm going to go around the inside and remove these guys. Don't have to be so neat with these guys. You just go in and go clip, 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 clip. Got all these ones already. And then if the cupola is printed with the body, in this case it is, mainly because there's a beautiful little step in the prototype here, and if I made these two separate pieces, you know, this it wouldn't be so clean. I like it nice and clean, that joint, so I made it part of the print. So I'm going to go underneath with my nippers, just like this. Just going to essentially crush them, because you're not cutting when you got this type of resin. It's more like a crush. If I were to put a microscope under there, it would look like you're breaking glass. This should be the last one. So it's just satisfying to remove. So word of caution, this is very sharp. This will go through your foot. So if you were to throw this on the ground and step on this, it'll hurt. So once you got this piece, this is garbage. I don't think there's any use for it. So we got to desprue the windows. So just for clarity, the supports I use for underneath the body shell, these are called heavy supports. The contact area between this cone, it's a bigger cone, and the body is bigger than the supports in the window. The supports in the window I use are called medium supports. So their area of contact is really small. So all I'm doing is on the top of the windows. I'm cutting them. It just doesn't take much. Make sure you got a nice set of nippers. These ones kind of suck. But you're just going to get right up in there, nice and gentle. Okay, so I've kind of crushed the top. Then you push the supports back. Push them back, and then they will just rotate off the model like this. Just push them back. And then those little nubbies that are left over, we will come back with a file and clean them up. Again, I apologize. I do like to work close to my face. Trying to do this from a distance, it's a bit tricky for me. Same on the end windows. I'm going to come in and crack the top, push it in. Crack the top, push it in. Cupola windows, same thing. These are the bigger cupola windows as opposed to smaller ones. So this is from the second order of cabusas, the CP ordered in the late 40s. There we go. So I'll do one of the windows. I don't need to do all of them for this. And then the side window, same thing. So once that's done, so let's assume I did the side windows and the end windows that are all de-sprued. You want to file it down. So what you're going to do, how much do you file this off? Well, pardon me. So again, seriously? I broke that. I got a chip in this, so I got to reprint it. But this floor is going to sit underneath the body like this. But you can see there's an awful gap right now. So what we're going to do is you feel with your finger, and you got all these nubs. So you want to file it down. Take your time, because it's smooth here. I can feel the nubs right there. Let the file do the work. You just keep working it. Just like that. Nice and smooth. You can feel the nubs. Nubby nubs. That's pretty good. And then we do the end. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to bump you up. Oh, that's nice. And now when we introduce the floor, should be a nice fit. There we go. You see that nice fit? Now, I built it this way because the Action Yellow cabusas have this beautiful black line on the bottom of the sides. So you paint this separately from this, and then you get a beautiful finish. Other side looks good too. And the ends. All right. So for the windows themselves, so this is a file. My wife does manicures and pedicures. So this is a foam back file that's really straight. Now this file here is a cardboard or wood backed file. And then I cut the ends out to fit into various openings. And then you just come in and you're just looking to remove the nubs from when you cleaned up the sprues. this. Just like that. Nice and clean. You do that all the way around. All right, so that is de-spruing, and this goes true for the roofs and the underframes, and all the other parts. So you de-sprue them, you clean up where the sprues are, you do a test fit, and then you're good to go.